We are Ole Miss Rebels. As Mississippi's flagship university, we dig deeper, see farther, work harder. We pioneered human organ transplants. We helped prove Einstein's theory of gravitational waves. We are conducting life-changing research that solves the problems of today. We are Ole Miss, transforming lives and the world.
Welcome to the POMcast with Stephen Willis. Now we're going to do things a little different. We are going to provide an honest look at Ole Miss athletics for the fan, by the fan, and of the fan. That is what we do. Hell be to me. I'm just kidding. Tune in for some Ole Miss sports news. We're going to give it to you straight. Yeah, right now. The POMcast starts now. It happens now. Holy cow. Listen to me. It's starting. Well, it's going to start right about now. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the POMcast. I am your host, Stephen Willis, and I am so thankful that you are going to join me on this magical mystery tour through the deep layers of our mind and never mind. We're going to talk a little bit about Ole Miss today, and kind of a light day. They have practice this morning. We're going to have sound and video tomorrow of that, and we have a fairly decent baseball series this weekend. You might want to do that, and we have a little bit of video of Ole Miss's latest signing, and I think that his name is Eric Van Der Heijden. So we have a little bit of video of that. But first, I do want to let you know about the Vault Society. What is the Vault Society? Well, that is the Ole Miss Athletic Foundation's top giving tier, and they're really pushing that right now. We just got through with Ole Miss Giving Day, and we're going to talk a little bit about the what you can do as well and what they're going to do for the band thing in just a second. But right now, let's talk about the Vault Society. All gifts to Ole Miss between now and June 30th will receive triple points. Red points are non-deductible and go towards priority seating. Blue points are 90% tax deductible and go towards parking and non-home ticketed games. That'd be postseason bowl games or neutral sites. The big push right now is for the Vault Society support, which is a 5-year commitment of support. Memberships begin at $5,000 a year, and there's a benefit chart on the site. Well, where's that site? Well, that is givetoathletics.com. Again, that is givetoathletics.com. It's the Vault Society. Make a mark, help out, and leave a legacy behind making something really great. Now, we're talking about the band situation earlier. On Twitter, there was a graphic put up of the improvements to the band practice field. It includes LED lights, a new field, covered equipment access, a teaching and observation terrace, covered pavilion with storage and restrooms. I mean, if you need to use the restroom, it's a good thing. And a director's tower. And it looks really cool. It honestly looks the way, probably intentionally, the way Ole Miss's stadium used to look. And that is also, I believe, the walkway to right field if you are going in Swayze. So donate over to them. Give them a look. The band deserves our support, and they've done so much aesthetically for the atmosphere that we hold so dear. So give them a look, and that is available to give as well. So, all right. You can catch the show at The Stephen Willis or at The Rebel Walk. You can catch it at Facebook, facebook.com/POMcast. Catch it over at YouTube. At Positively Ole Miss, hit the bell. And let's see. I just need to refresh this for a second. And we're over on Twitch at Positively Ole Miss, all one word. We also have a catch-all for videos at Willis Digital Media and on Twitch and on YouTube as well. So it's going to be a catch-all for different stuff. We do things like I'm giving basically a testimonial of my acoustic neuroma surgery. So it's going to be a little different. It's going to be a catch-all site. So if that's kind of stuff interests you, or you're interested in what might be going on over there, we're eventually going to do a lot of Disney stuff. I'm down in the palatial Central Florida studios. As soon as the annual pass becomes a thing again, I'm going to do that, and maybe show you some nooks and crannies inside Disney that you're not quite expecting or didn't know existed. So that is an idea, kind of an everyman look at Disney and things. So we're those type reviews are going to be available as well. We're also going to we're going to do Marvel series as well. Waiting to hear back from somebody on that. So let's see. Eric Van Der Heijden committed to Kermit Davis. He was in Louisville signee. He got released from that signing, and he came to Ole Miss. And he is a 6'9", 205-pound power forward. He's fairly versatile. He can play the pick and pop game. He's a good player. He's fairly athletic. You see a lot of him making really big plays. Now, what does that mean? It doesn't necessarily mean much, but
I ain't stressing by no bitch, my only focus is a chick. I'm on this to make it, I go tell them I ain't scared.
All right. And you can see an athletic type player. You can just look at his highlights and see how well he moves, how well he shoots. He has a chance to be fairly special. I think his upside's quite good. And he actually fills a void in the Ole Miss class. Now, we always talk about Ole Miss needed shot makers. Ole Miss needs anybody to come out and can score the ball from the outside. The mid-range games just means when you're trading threes for twos, you're going to get beat. So this guy has range. And, Ole Miss is obviously hoping for one more transfer, as you can believe. But this kid is going to have a role season one. I mean, it's set up for him to have that role and make that noise. And doing so, you stretch out the defense, and they're not able to collapse so far. Ole Miss has signed a 7-footer. They're looking at an all-around player that also plays the 4, but this guy is going to come in and spell him. And when Ole Miss needs to go big, it looks like he can play the 5. Or he can play the 5, he can play the 3. So it's really, really interesting to see the development of that. Now, we also talked about Grant Slatton and Deshaun Ruffin and James White in numerous podcasts before. But it's just going to take a little bit of pressure off the inside game if you're more balanced both outside and inside. Because last year we were so not balanced, and it would come back to bite us every now and then to where, Ole Miss can have a winning record against top 25 teams, but also in the same season lose to Mississippi State and Vanderbilt. And I mean, it's all shot dependent at that point. And if another team gets hot, Ole Miss has trouble keeping up with them. So maybe these 4 players plus the transfers, Ty Fagan and Nasir Brooks, will provide them the ability to play a balanced game, more on the outside, some on the inside. And you have people coming back like Austin Crowley, Matthew Morrell, Luis Rodriguez, those guys. So it should be a fairly good match. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about talk about the baseball series this weekend and tell you the big news coming up that you can expect tomorrow. So stick around.
Only 10% of us get enough daily exercise.
And that number is dropping.
Nearly 30% of us are overweight or obese.
We spend 6 hours a day in front of a screen.
As a result, we now have a shorter life expectancy than our parents.
But give us the right start in sports, and we'll never stop.
Learn how at active4life.ca.
Hey, this is Stephen Willis from Positively Ole Miss. We're almost done with this break. We'll be back with good information quite soon.
The military has been in every generation of my family, and so has VA. It wasn't easy for my dad after Vietnam, but VA helped him and my mom get the home they'd always wanted. My grandpa's been coming to VA since World War II. They even helped him lay to rest one of his battle buddies from Normandy. And me, I followed in their footsteps and served with pride. And now that I'm out of the military, the GI Bill's helping me with school. Every generation of my family has served, and VA has served us all.
All right, welcome back to the POMcast. Hope everybody is having a fantastic Thursday. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff going on. Now, you should follow the rebelwalk.com. You can see them down in the... Nope. There we go. Point in the right direction. Down in the corner on the rebelwalk.com. Now, Evelyn and her team do a fantastic job of covering Ole Miss sports, and they really provide a subscription-level experience for no money. All you're investing is your time, and in this era where we give credibility away, just give it away. It'd be nice if you didn't have to. You can just check up what's being said and just learn all about the topics. We got football coming up in the fall. Right now we got a big baseball push, and we just finished basketball. There's people for all of that. We are looking at expanding into Title IX coverage in women's sports more, and having a show on this channel. Possibly on the POMcast, where there'll be just a regular interview segment and just where you can catch up on women's sports. And we have a lot of interesting things coming down the line. So go give them a look over at the rebelwalk.com. Anyway, welcome back. This weekend is a relatively big series, as you can imagine. It's kind of a baseball egg bowl series down in Duty Noble Field. And it's set up to where, it should be good. It's going to be fun, Get down there, watch the games, do what you need to do. But we're looking at creating a new show that will air this week at about 2 o'clock tomorrow, a preview show of the weekend series. So if you want to learn all you need to know about the upcoming series, that will be the way to go. You can watch it everywhere that this show appears. So if you're watching this one and you can hear that, it's on that. It's on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, all those social media platforms. It will be available in some cases at multiple accounts. So I think all cases, multiple accounts, except for Facebook. Maybe Facebook, actually. Forgot about that. So just take that in, listen, enjoy that, and get you all nice and primed for the weekend that will be. And of course, on Sunday, we'll be back on here talking with Chris Muller to do a little reaction show. And that should be a lot of fun as well. So we're going to give you the preview, and then we're going to come back and you'll be able to know how right we were. So should be a good bit of fun. But rotation change this weekend, as many people know already. Gunnar Hoagland on Friday, Doug Nikhazy on Saturday, and Drew McDaniel on Sunday. Derek Diamond relegated a little bit, I guess, to midweek. Maybe they're going to pitch him a couple. Maybe it's a way to get the bullpen better, and it's a way to give Drew McDaniel a clean start. So I'm looking forward to see what it looks like. Whenever you're hot on Sunday, and as he was last year, it's just hard for other teams to keep up with what we're doing. And he was off this past week, and they made the change. So I'm curious to see what that looks like. And, it's going to look good. That's the reason people are making millions of dollars to make this decision. But it will be interesting to see. I mean, we are just talking about a game and trying to predict the unpredictable. So we'll see what goes on. Ole Miss versus Mississippi State this weekend on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It looks like it's going to be a big game, and we're going to give you a couple minutes back today. I appreciate you tuning in for us. For our show today. We're gonna give you probably 10 minutes back today because there's not a lot going on. Tomorrow we will hit the Ole Miss practice. We will talk a little bit more about baseball. We'll probably have a preview of the later show, so it'll probably be a minute or two, and you can catch it later on when it airs in its entirety. That should take us directly into the baseball game. The whole point is to have that available whenever you're heading north to Starkville, and looking forward to that, of course, with the SEC Network Plus. It's just a way to draw excitement from that game. So it should be a lot of fun. Either way, that series, unlike the football series, just genuinely gets fun. The football series, you more hate to lose than you want to win. This one's you just seem like you want to win. So it's a little bit more fun, not so heated, not so hated. And I think that's just a baseball thing. The games, they stretch out for a certain amount of time, and they go away. And they also play multiple times in the season, things like that. So we're going to give you a ton of time back today. I do thank everybody for watching us. Tomorrow we'll get into a little bit about the baseball game. We'll get into football practice. And one of these days we are going to cover the transfers coming into the women's basketball program. Thank you very much for tuning into the POMcast. I hope this all worked well for you. And, if you have a comment about it, you can leave it below in the comment section, and we'll do our best to see it and get back to it. So thanks, everybody, for watching, and, of course, hotty toddy.